practice doing something like this and doing it to music requires. Now, the next team up will be Hong Kong, China, and they are getting their rope set, and each team has a slightly different way they like to orient things so that throughout the choreography they know where to go, what to pick up, and how to do it. And what makes this such a fun event is that you can't be a specialist. You have to be able to perform and execute the different disciplines of jump rope. And so many of these events, we have seen these athletes do at a very high level throughout the earlier days of the competition as they work to qualify for the finals, which will be coming up on the next 2 days, so Saturday and Sunday, as they continue to compete here in the World Championship.
That's right. And, you know, I am very excited to see what Hong Kong is going to bring to the floor. They actually have won this event several times on the world stage. They have wins from 2010, 2014, and 2016. And I think they're looking to do it again this year. Starting off here with their single rope portion. A little bit of rhythm change and some crossing into some multiple unders. So that was a quadruple under, 4 times under in one jump.
Again, the multiples will add to the difficulty score of these single rope routines. Now some floor work, so they're down on their hands and feet. Those are called push-ups that they were doing.
Pretty intricate leg wrap work here. Again, I'm always so impressed when you can synchronize this many athletes doing some pretty complex stuff.
So they're combining disciplines again there. We saw them do scoops over each other with the ropes. That's a traveler discipline. Now they're using the music to make it kind of fun. Coming out on the floor now with the long rope portion of the day.
Great leapfrog there into the long rope portion.
And notice how some of the athletes have single ropes, others don't, and are performing the same skills in the long ropes. Again, that adds to not only the difficulty, but the creativity of the routine. Showcases the different styles of ropes they're using, including these plastic PVC style ropes, and also the beaded ropes for the different components of their routine.
You'll see now moving into some double dutch. Oh, where they're doing some very difficult partner work there. Stacking on top of one another and still able to jump off the ground, get those ropes under the feet.
We call that skill a subway when you have one person tunneling under another while jumping ropes either in double dutch or long ropes.
Taking advantage there of the music change, kind of shift gears a little bit and amp up the energy. So some more double dutch here as we have athletes jumping and kind of running through the ropes. This is a fast footwork portion. Actually more difficult than it may look to coordinate really fast feet, really fast ropes, all in time to the music.
Seeing some nice gymnastics being integrated throughout this routine. And again, a lot of the time the routines will be designed to have some of the more difficult power skills toward the beginning when there's less fatigue as a variable. And at the end, they tend to do some of the more simple skills or the more creative rope manipulation skills. We're seeing Hong Kong show us a wide variety of things sprinkled throughout, so we're still seeing some power elements here toward the end of the routine.
Yes, and notice in this long rope section here, they've got many different ropes involved, all crossed amongst each other, all intricately connected, and that is going to be reflected in their difficulty score. We know that athletes are rewarded if they can incorporate additional ropes into their long rope section. They're also creating some great pictures here, running around the floor into different ropes, all in time with one another. And so those types of things are reflected in their creativity and their choreography scores as well.
Now the judges are also looking for clean lines in the formation. So how precise can they get as they do these intricate maneuvers with the different athletes moving around the floor very quickly from one place to another.
Nice rope throw there into a great pose from our athletes.
And again, they're using that music to help them transition, help them reset. And these are very short ropes to try to perform double dutch in, and they did just a brief portion of double dutch. And now they're moving into the wheel discipline once again. There's a rope release, so she dropped the handle, caught it with her leg, picked it back up, all in time with the rhythm of the routine.
So in this discipline, notice these ropes are interconnected. So if one rope stops or clicks, it will affect the other rope and likely cause a mistake. So high risk here in this wheel discipline.
Again, some impressive gymnastics integrated into this, and now seeing some single rope skills. And it looks like they're going to move back into a single rope routine with all of the athletes involved.
And here's where they have really an opportunity to create those formations. It's a mistake. So high risk here in this wheel discipline.
Again, some impressive gymnastics integrated into this, and now seeing some single rope skills. And it looks like they're going to move back into a single rope routine with all of the athletes involved.
And here's where they have really an opportunity to create those formations. In single rope, it almost can act like a marching band type of a feel where we can move across the floor, garnering creativity points as well as difficulty points. They do receive extra difficulty points for being able to move during these difficult skills. And an excellent job there from Team Hong Kong.
Again, a 6-minute routine is no small feat, particularly when it's all choreographed, and many of these athletes have been competing in multiple events throughout the prior 6 days and still have more competition to go. So not only a lot to do physically, but a lot to do mentally to be able to toggle between event to event.
That's right. So we have been here now for several days. We have had our preliminary competition, and now we know that 6 athletes in each of those events that we've seen thus far have qualified to compete in the finals. The finals is starting tonight with the event that you are seeing right now, and they are competing for the title of World Championship. So a lot to be fighting for. These athletes are true heroes, and they have traveled literally across the world to be able to represent their country and fight for that title.
Again, we're seeing some of the highlights from Team Hong Kong. There's that fast footwork that they did in choreography. Now moving here with some long ropes.
You can see really playing up that presentation. Getting the audience involved is a big piece of this team show event. It's not just for the judges, it is definitely for the audience as well, and that's reflected in their score.
Now the judges are positioned high in the arena so that they can not only see the individuals that are doing the different skills along the way, but they're also looking for that sort of bird's eye view of the formations.